Now a lot of people are talking about the decision to name Joe Flacco, the starting quarterback for week 1 and for the foreseeable future. Myles Garrett said on the defensive side of the ball when they was talking about Shedeur Sanders, how they like Shedeur Sanders given the opportunity.
The Browns didn't just name a starter, they lit a firestorm. Joe Flacco, week 1, for the foreseeable future. But here's the twist. Inside the locker room, the whispers aren't about Flacco, they're about Shedeur Sanders. Myles Garrett, face of the defense, flat out said it. Shedeur is probably the best fit for us. Jeudy doubled down. He throws one of the best balls in the NFL. That's not chatter, that's validation from stars who share the field with him. So ask yourself, if the veterans are vouching for Shedeur, why is the organization hitching its future to a 39-year-old stopgap? Is this about trust or politics? About winning now or protecting egos? Because here's the truth nobody wants to say. When the players start lobbying for one quarterback and management plants its flag on another, the locker room becomes a battlefield. And the question becomes, how long can the Browns survive that split before it detonates?
Concern myself with outside type of things. But I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
Kevin Stefanski brushed off the noise. He said he doesn't concern himself with the outside type of things. He doubled down. Shedeur Sanders is just like every rookie. We're committed to his development. But here's the problem. That's coach speak. Safe words. Empty calories. Because if Shedeur is just another rookie, why are veterans vouching for him as the best fit? Why are stars praising his ball as one of the best in the NFL? This isn't about patience, it's about politics. And when a coach hides behind development, fans are left wondering, is that accountability or a stall tactic to keep the rookie on ice while the old guard burns clock?
Well, it's all about Joe Flacco this week, making his start for the Cleveland Browns. This will be the 5th time he's started an opener against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns will go as Joe Flacco and those young quarterbacks go this season. I think the quarterback situation is fluid, but it's Joe's job to keep as long as he plays well.
This week, it's all about Joe Flacco. The Cleveland Browns hand him the keys, and he'll start his 5th opener against the Cincinnati Bengals. A rivalry, a legacy, but also a test. Because all offseason long, how many times did we hear it? The Browns are just a quarterback away, just one piece missing from turning heartbreak into hope. And now, here's Joe Flacco, the veteran, the Super Bowl champ, stepping into the breach. But here's the real question. Does he still have it? Can a 39-year-old arm carry a roster built on speed and youth? Or is this just the Browns clinging to yesterday's glory while tomorrow's quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, waits in the wings? Because if Flacco fails, it's not just a loss to the Bengals, it's proof that this franchise gambled on the past instead of betting on its future.
Joe Flacco, and then the 2 rookies are behind him on the depth chart. We saw Shedeur Sanders look very good in the first preseason game that he played. If Flacco were to get injured or to falter, that Gabriel would get the first crack at it ahead of Sanders. Based on, again, they obviously thought more highly of him. They took him 2 rounds earlier.
All it takes is one ugly interception, one stalled drive, one Bengals blitz that makes Joe Flacco look every bit his 39 years, and the chants will start. Not in whispers, in roars. Start Shedeur. Because fans already saw it in preseason. Veterans already vouched for it. And once the stadium smells doubt, the city won't care about depth charts or coach speak. They'll demand the quarterback who gives them hope, rhythm, and a future. And when that noise gets too loud for the front office to drown out, the Browns will face the choice they've been dodging all offseason. Cling to the past with Flacco, or unleash the future with Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns just made it official. Joe Flacco is the starter. Week 1, the Bengals. His 5th opener against Cincinnati. And the front office says, for the foreseeable future. But if you think this is settled, you haven't been listening. Because inside the locker room, the players are saying something very different. Myles Garrett, face of the defense, flat out admitted, Shedeur Sanders is probably the best fit for us. Jeudy didn't hesitate either. He throws one of the best balls in the NFL. That's not hype. That's veterans co-signing the rookie. So why is Cleveland hitching its wagon to a 39-year-old quarterback when its stars are already lobbying for the future? Why cling to yesterday when tomorrow is sitting right there in Sanders? Kevin Stefanski tried to cool the fire. I don't concern myself with outside things. I'm committed to his development, just like all rookies. That's coach speak for wait your turn. But fans know better. If Shedeur is just another rookie, why are Pro Bowlers already calling him the best fit? And here's the kicker. The depth chart tells its own story. Flacco at the top, Dillon Gabriel slotted as the backup, and Shedeur pushed down again. Even after a strong preseason debut, he's the third man up. Translation? If Flacco goes down, they'll turn to Gabriel before Sanders. Once again, the rookie with the buzz is being buried. But here's what the front office can't control: the noise. Because all it takes is one bad pick, one stalled drive, one Bengals blitz that makes Flacco look every bit his 39 years, and the chants will start. Start Shedeur. Not in whispers, in roars. The fans already saw it. The veterans already vouched for it. And when the city smells blood, no amount of coach speak or depth charts will hold it back. So now, Cleveland faces the question it's been dodging all offseason. Cling to the past with Joe Flacco, or unleash the future with Shedeur Sanders. The longer the Browns ignore him, the louder the calls will get. And when the moment comes, it won't be management making the choice. It'll be the roar of the fans and the will of the locker room forcing their hand. But here's what the front office can't control: the noise. Because all it takes is one bad pick, one stalled drive, one Bengals blitz that makes Flacco look every bit his 39 years. And the chants will start. Start Shedeur. Not in whispers, in roars. The fans already saw it. The veterans already vouched for it. And when the city smells blood, no amount of coach speak or depth charts will hold it back. So now Cleveland faces the question it's been dodging all off-season. Cling to the past with Joe Flacco, or unleash the future with Shedeur Sanders. And the truth is simple. The longer they ignore him, the louder the calls will get. If you believe the Browns are wasting time clinging to Flacco, drop a comment. Start Shedeur now. And if you're ready for this quarterback controversy to explode into the biggest story of the season, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us. Because this debate is only getting louder.